Hello, America. Today's show... Hello, America. Today's show topic, well, just one. And listen, tune in and let's double down on stupid. So, sit back, buckle up, and hang on, because that's right, we're just getting started.
Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny.
You know what time it is, so sit back and get ready for the Stafford Voice, your dose of conservative in a world of liberal.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, how you doing? I'm your host, Daniel Stafford. That's right, you're listening to or watching the Stafford Voice, where we are conservative in a world of liberal. And listen, we are doubling down on stupid tonight. There's just a ridiculous amount of stupid going on in the world. We're going to highlight some of it for you tonight. Look, I just want to remind you there are many ways to listen or watch. So, set this channel as a favorite, whatever you have to do so you don't get left behind. Because if for some strange, crazy reason you do miss the show, we do that from time to time. It's okay. You'll be able to catch the replay, so just sit tight. There is no need to panic. Because, hey, I've got you. In the case you aren't already following on social media, jump over on the Twitters or the Gab at... Ooh, excuse me. My mouth is just salivating like crazy for these cookies, this plate of cookies sitting right next to me. I'm dying for them. But we got to get through all this stuff. Let me say that over again. Head on over to Twitter or Gab. Look me up, at Stafford Voice. Again, that's at Stafford Voice. If you feel so inclined, you can hop over to Facebook or Instagram, or likely any other social site of your choosing. Wherever you're at, just search for the Stafford Voice, and, well, we're probably there. Also, if you haven't done so, head over to thestaffordvoice.com. Check out some stuff that gets put up whenever I get time. Yeah, lately it hasn't seemed like there's been so much of that going around, but I had something go up over the weekend or something like that, and let me tell you, I had a crazy, ridiculous weekend. It all started on Friday. Oh, by the way, I neglected to mention, head on over to the YouTubes if you haven't done so already. Join the rest of us over in the chat. We've got Jessica over there. She says she's ready for the show. That's a good thing. We've got Refill. He says, good evening. Yes, that's right. I love cookies tonight. We have Snickerdoodles, my favorite. So, Daniel, if you're out there listening, haha, suck it up, buddy. We've got plenty of Snickerdoodles if I don't eat them all tonight.
He's not going to eat them all.
I'll save you one. Refill, I don't know what happened to Army John. I know he's been really busy with some stuff going on. So we need to reach out to him over on the Twitter or the Facebook. I think he's taken a break from some social media for the time being, which is okay. We all need that. Let's see, who do we got? We got Maggie's mom. She's waving hi. I think I know who that is based off of the little icon or image or whatever the hell it is that shows up in the chat. Hey, glad that you're tuning in. So let me start out by apologizing for last week, and it's still not 100%, but we're doing what we can. My back is, I don't know what is wrong with my back. It's decided to start going crazy lately. It wakes me up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just toss and turn the whole time. It's almost like it gets a Charlie horse. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get a Charlie horse in your calf, and it just wakes you up, and you want to scream. Well, that's what it's doing in the middle of my back. I don't know what it is. I think maybe something is out of alignment. I can't seem to figure it out. But I've been doing some foam rolling. I've got 2 tennis balls that I stick in a sock, and I put that along each side of my spine. I do some mobility stuff with that. So here we are. It's still, like I said, not 100%. I've had to cut back on working out and running and biking and all of that stuff. It's crazy. But not as crazy as my Friday. Friday morning, my back wakes me up, and something just doesn't seem right. Well, my partner in crime is not laying in bed with me, so I go and I check on her on the couch. She says, "I think we need to call the doctor." And lo and behold, the doctor said no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Yeah, I saw where you were going with that. Refill, we do have a chiropractor that we go to church with. He's a great guy. I feel great when I go, but the problem is with all of the heavy lifting, with the power lifting and the working out and strenuous activities that I put on my back, I have to go about every other day, and the bank account does not allow that to happen. So anyway, well, and that's one thing, that he doesn't accept our insurance, but we do get a break because we go to church with him. Great guy. He's really good at it. But so I go out, I check on my wife. She's asleep on the couch. I say, "Hey, you know, what's going on?" She says, "I think we need to go to the doctor." Says it feels like she's swallowed glass or something, and the back of her throat is... Knives from Hades. She's telling me it's knives from Hades. I would have thought it was like chewing cut glass, and that's pretty close. I've had strep throat. So let the cat out of the bag. We go to the doctor, and the doctor, you know, tells her that she's got strep throat. Well, also on the agenda is I've got to make it to the DMV because we bought a new vehicle, kind of a present to both of ourselves, but it's for the wife, and you know, it's kind of her birthday gift, but it's a gift for the family. It's for the family. She drives it, whatever. I think it frustrates her that I keep referring to it as hers and that it's her birthday gift, but whatever. So my goal for the day was to make it to the DMV. Got the whole day set aside for this. Now, let me give you a little bit more of the backstory. What was it? 2 weeks prior, she had that Friday off, right?
It was a Tuesday.
Okay, so on her birthday, 2.5 weeks prior to that, right? 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks prior to this, to Friday, she had the day off because it was her birthday. She went in, she waited and for almost an hour to get the vehicle inspected because we bought the vehicle out of state. She gets all the way up there. It's her turn in line. They look at the back of the title and realize that the dealer they forgot to sign where the seller is supposed to sign. Said, no, okay, no big deal. We've got this. So, fast forward to Friday. I drop her off at home, takes her medicine. I proceed to go to the inspection station. I wait 45 minutes to an hour. Vehicle finally gets inspected. I'm feeling good about this. I drive all the way across town. I input my number into the system at the DMV, and it's really cool. You input your cell phone number, and they'll text you. They'll give you updates on how much longer your wait time is. Well, I could either wait there or wait at home. I chose to sit there. I didn't think it was going to take as long as it did, but 4 hours later, I kid you not, 4 hours later, it was a little after 4, they finally call me, and I go up there and they look at all the paperwork and they say, okay, is your wife here? And I said, you got to be kidding me. No. The dealer did not put and or on the back of the title. So I had to fill out another piece of paperwork. Lo and behold, finally, yesterday, that's right, she finally got tags for the vehicle. I know, we all want to clap. I would queue up the clapping on the thing, but I don't have any of it programmed in. But anyway, so we finally got the vehicle tagged, and you have to be a special kind of person to work at the DMV. Am I wrong? I mean, how many times do you go to the DMV or the License Bureau? I swear, they pick the cream of the crop of some of the most hateful. I think they do it out of spite. They do it because they just want to mess with you. I feel like they want to make your life a living hell. Because they know that it sucks. You have to take time out of your day to go and put up with this. And I think they have this tally. They have this secret tally going behind the desk. Hey, how many people can we screw over today? You know, this lady over here, she's up to 10. I'm only at 5. Boy, I got to pick it up. Anyway. That's good. Of course, it was early in the morning. She had yet to put up with 8 hours of ignoramuses. Right. She'd only been there for a half hour, 45 minutes. No, nobody goes. Listen, I would rather suck it up and go to Walmart than go to the DMV. And trust me, our Walmart here, no. There's plenty of people there. We could fill up people a Walmart website for days. We got people a Walmart for days, son, at our Walmart right down the road. So, anyway, again, the back is getting a little better. We finally got tags for the vehicle. Strep throat is almost gone, if not gone. She's feeling better. I'm going to dive into some snickerdoodles. Daniel wants you to talk about the license plate. Oh, you okay. I wish I had a picture of this. That's true. I would show you, I would blur out the pertinent information, but okay, so you know how you go to a website? This is really funny. She texted me a picture of the license plate to prove that she finally got it. And I immediately replied back with LOL. Tuesday nights are date night. So we're sitting there at the restaurant and trying to enjoy a quick little dinner. Needless to say, we only get good service when we have this one gal. Everybody else that's there needs to have lessons from this other gal. She knows our drinks already. She's only helped us like twice, and she already knows our drinks. All we get's Dr. Pepper. And she knows our order, everything. She's really good. So we're sitting there trying to enjoy dinner, and I said, hey, by the way, did you catch what I thought was so funny about the license plate? And she said, no, I thought you were just LOLing because, you know, it was because we finally got him. And I said, no. Okay, so let me explain. So I tell her that, you know, when you go to a website and the website doesn't work, or it's down for service, or that web page doesn't exist, and you get that 404 error code, guess what our license plate number starts out with? 404. All of the troubles that we've had, the icing on this is how you know God's got a sense of humor. That was the number he gave us for the license plate, 404. I thought it was hilarious. A buddy of mine, you guys know him over on Twitter, at Double Chunk. He thought it was absolutely hilarious. We were both dying, and oh, it was anyway, funny. It does. We've had to nickname the car. Do you guys own? Okay, here's what I want you guys to do, and here I'll probably pose the question over on Twitter or something. Let's do that. Do you Okay. So let's ask the question, do you name your vehicle? If you've named your vehicle, okay, so I've got nicknames. We've got nicknames for each one of our vehicles. We have an Explorer. Her name is Bossy. My mom named it. And it fits. It really does. I have a little hot rod that's in the garage. It is my wife's name. You say it backwards, and it kind of fits. It does. Don't. Aren't we all? So, our truck, it's big, it's red, we call it Big Red. It fits. We have a little gray car. It's the Gray Ghost. It's the Ghost. She named this one. She calls it Christine because she thinks that the car is out to try and shut her in the... She doesn't. You open it. So she feels like every time she opens the door, it tries to shut her in. She doesn't want her to go. Anyway. So that's that. She calls it Christine. Usually give him a nickname. So refill over there. He says he usually gives him a nickname. He has a Mazda 3 that he nicknamed Trey. Okay, I like that, and it fits. There's a pattern to it. I get it. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. I thought maybe, you guys would like to know how our weekend went because it wasn't as stellar as most other weekends. So, speaking of which, let's get into some of the topics for tonight. And speaking of, not having a stellar weekend, who doesn't enjoy soda? I mean, a raise of hands. Okay, I'm going to put my hand down because I enjoy a nice soda every now and then. And I just told you guys that when we go on date night, we'll typically splurge. We get a Dr. Pepper, or, we do the craft soda reviews every now and then. My favorite soda is cream soda. I love cream soda. And I like root beer. So, get this. We're going to start by doubling down on stupid in Florida. And I would have never thought that this was a thing, but or even needed to be something to bring up. And that is, in Florida, there was a bill filed that would no longer allow individuals in Florida who use food assistance benefits to buy soda. This is Florida's HB 47. It says right here, under the new bill, the Department of Children and Families would be required to receive federal approval before allowing the state to ban the purchase of soft drinks by using the SNAP program. This bill would prohibit anyone using SNAP benefits to purchase soft drinks. Seriously. Okay, Refill, I know you're down there. You're over in Florida, correct? Did you know this was a thing? Apparently you can use government assistance to go out and buy soda and whatever else you want. I mean, who cares? If it feels good, do it, right? We shouldn't even be talking about this. Why is this why is this something that we need to even talk about? Why? I mean, if you're on government assistance, do you really need... It's to help buy the necessities. Soda is not a necessity. Orange juice should not be a necessity. It's the average cup of orange juice. The average serving of orange juice is 40 to 60 grams of sugar. I mean, seriously, okay, and Refill just said in the YouTube chat, but it's known that EBT cards can be used for the most silly crap. It's true. If you swipe your card, it should not allow you to purchase that crap. You used to get a voucher and you had to...
Well, no, I'm just saying.
But now you can.
I think you can, but
Yeah.
one time you couldn't.
No, it's not for convenience. It's to be able to help buy the necessities that you need to get out of the hole you're in. That's it. It's not to go to the store and buy a deli sub, a Snickers, and a bottle of Mountain Dew. That's not what this is for. This is to help people. Mountain Dew doesn't help people. Dr. Pepper doesn't help. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew can help people with hypertension, and it helps calm them down. Okay, I gotta walk myself. I gotta back myself off the ledge. It's like me saying... Yeah, okay. Oh my God. So good. Okay. Enough about that. Am I the only one that finds this completely stupid? No. The answer to that is no, because everybody else... Oh, refill. It does, trust me. If I'm having a bad day, I will go and get a bottle of Mountain Dew. And I don't know, it's just something about a good soda that kind of helps calm you down. Especially a guy that's over hyper anyway. I think some of the effects of caffeine and stuff, I think, has a reverse effect on hyperactive people. So I think that's kind of what it does for me. It's probably why if I drink an energy drink in the morning, I feel like taking a nap. Anyway, so Jessica says she's going to come over and sneak some cookies while we're doing the show. Good luck. They're all sitting right here. It's okay. She can come in, but I got the cookies right here.
Jessica.
We will save some cookies. Okay? Can you... Refill wants me to... Here. I'm not sending him cookies.
I'll make...
Okay, here. Refill. This one's for you, buddy. Take it. There you go. How's that? He wanted Jessica to email him a cookie or fax it to him. There, I cyber-handed one. He said it would be pretty funny if a woman appeared in the video trying to steal it. Oh. She does. The wife's sitting over here. Live studio audience. Gavin said his first phrase, "Give me cookie."
Aw, Gavin.
He's like 3 weeks old. He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
He's probably thinking it. He's sitting over there like this. Anyway.
Oh, I just had it back.
What? Oh. Okay, anyway. ESPN. These guys are serious stupid over there. You talk about doubling down on stupid. These nimwads over on ESPN have doubled down so bad. This is the politically correct world that we live in. They have a guy whose name is Robert Lee. He's Asian, okay? The dude is Asian. They pulled him from calling a game because it sounds like Robert E. Lee from the South. That's true. This is stupid. This is the fucking politically correct world we live in. Look at this dude. Where's the guy? Okay. Let me see if I got a decent picture of him. Okay. Look. He's Asian. This guy right here. Not this guy. Not this one. This guy right here. This is Robert Lee. He's Asian. He's not a white guy. Why the hell do we have to pull him from being able to call a college football game?
Because we're trying to pull up.
They wanted him in the North. These dumbasses don't know their history. They didn't want Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant was the second choice. He wanted Robert E. Lee on his side. But Robert E. Lee said, no, I'm from the South. I'm going to fight down here. Yes. I mean, oh, these idiots. Someone on Twitter said that's the new face of white supremacy. Of what? That you can... Oh... See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the doubling down on stupidity. And they try and justify it. Here's what they told... Let me find their statement. It says that, we collectively made the decision with Robert to switch games as the tragic events in Charlottesville were unfolding, simply because of the coincidence of his name. In that moment, it felt right to all parties. It's a shame that this is even a topic of conversation. No dip, Sherlock! And we regret that who calls play-by-play for a football game has become an issue. You jackasses made it an issue! You're the ones that made this an issue! Refill, that guy was a traitor. I'm not, this is not the time nor the place to say that guy's name. That guy was a traitor. That's all I'm saying. That guy was a traitor. The fact you would even bring that guy's name up. Shame on you. Oh. Listen. We're screwed. We are literally screwed as a society and a nation if this is the kind of crap that we put up with. I'm catching on, Refill, okay? Speaking of catching on, this is the... I can't see the chat and can only hear it. What do you... I don't know what you're talking about. Refill, you need to explain. You need to explain what guy. I can't see the chat and can only hear it. Anyway. Okay, let's move on. You guys remember that Teen Vogue story? The Teen Vogue one where they featured the article about, and we talked about it here on the show. How to have anal sex. You guys remember that? These guys, these people over at Teen Vogue, they just don't know when to say when. They seriously don't. Okay, let me remind you. Let me remind you that Teen Vogue's target audience is young women between the ages of 13 and 17. Refill, where are you? What are you? Let me know how you're watching. Are you watching on? Are you watching with a cell phone, a tablet, iPad? Are you on a laptop? I don't know. So you can't tell me you can't see the chat. You're typing in the chat. Anyway. We're going to have to keep our eye on Teen Vogue, okay? Because these idiots keep putting out ridiculous stuff. I'm not going to say the guy's name. He was a traitor. Kind of like that Bradley Manning guy. Okay. So, they really have taken things to a whole new level right now. Teen Vogue, that is. They put together a back-to-school list. Now, if this doesn't highlight the moral decay of our country and what we're doing to the next generation, I don't know what the hell is going on. I really don't. I mean, how has this garbage been in print for so long? I don't know. Now, you would think that a back-to-school list targeting young women would have things like essential oils and workout equipment. And innocently enough, yes, they start out this Back to School Awards 2017, the best health and wellness products. They started out innocently enough by talking about essential oils and workout equipment. Then it turns ugly real quick. When they start talking about feminine hygiene products, okay, that's okay. Again, their target audience, 13 to 17-year-old young women. Okay? High school girls. Junior high and high school. I get it. They're looking at feminine hygiene products, and that's okay. But here's how they describe some of these one of these hygiene products. This was under the category Best Feminine Hygiene Wipes. Okay? Because, you know, back in the day, we used to call them whore baths. Right? It was seriously. No, back in the day, it was called a whore bath. You're walking the street. Oh, there's a new John. You wipe it. It's clean for the next guy.
I wouldn't know.
I'm not saying you would know. I'm giving you the context. Oh my gosh. Like most whores, I'm getting choked up. Oh, that was a bad joke, but you liked it, didn't you? That's what she said. Okay, so here's how they word best feminine hygiene wipe. Sex is fun, but it sure is messy. Let me repeat that, okay? They're 13 to 17 years old. Sex is fun, but it sure is messy. These wipes will be there for you when you're finished, but can't hightail it to a shower. They're also formulated not to mess with your vaginal pH, keeping things happy until your next sexpedition. A sexpedition? Holy crap, I'm almost 40. I can't remember my last sexpedition. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What? The number 70, Nero. That's what comes after. Besides, you know the square root of 69? Go ahead, get your calculators out. It's 8 something. I did that right off the top of my head. Come on, that's a joke, but we're full of them here. Okay, so yes, your 13-year-old daughter is being told how to wipe her vagina after having sex. Okay, because you got to keep that thing clean for the next sexpedition. And you thought health class was bad. Okay, so moving right along. Oh, okay. I got it. I'll give you that one, son. Oh, he said what comes after 69? Mouthwash.
No.
I like it. I like it. I'm going to write that down. Write that down.
I'm not writing that.
Write it down.
I'm not writing it down.
Write it down. Okay. So the article goes on. Yes, it gets worse from there. It gets worse. Feminine hygiene wipes. It gets worse than that. Okay? Because, you know, they're 13 to 17, and the next thing we need to talk about is vibrators. Okay? You know what comes along with vibrators? That's right. You got to lube that puppy up. You got to lube it up. Here's what they say. This silicone-based lubricant is the best for a long-lasting, silky smooth sensation for solo time or with a partner. This lube does not need to be reapplied as often as other silicone-based products we tested. Okay, human resources at Teen Vogue, they have their work cut out for them. Seriously, who in the hell has to hire these people? Okay, we're looking for a product tester. Okay, I'm okay with that. Here's what you'll be testing. Vaginal lubrication. Oh, nope, I'm out. Nope, I only test dildos without nope. I'm an all-natural. Okay?
I'm sure there's all natural.
I don't do silicone-based lubricants. Nope. Not one bit. I go dry as a bone. Okay. If the dildo and silicone-based lubricant combination is not your style, they did have a listing for condoms and feminine wash. But their last but not least, their final recommendation on the Teen Vogue's Back to School Awards 2017 is a sex education book. Quote, "You might be thinking you don't need a sex ed book. No dip! You're 13 to 17 years old. I don't think you need a sex ed book. If anything, you nope. But this graphic novel covers way more than just the birds and the bees. You'll find illustrated guides to talking about consent." Yeah, because, I mean, you probably want to ask, well, not in today's society. No means yes, yes means no, good means bad, bad means good, and we're all racist Nazis anyway. Okay? If you're white, you're a racist Nazi. Relationships, beginnings and endings, in a way that challenges heteronormative standards about getting down. Brown chicken, brown cow. That's right, brown chicken, brown cow. Teen Vogue has once again doubled down on stupid. If it's not enough that this sickening publication that targets 13 to 17-year-old young girls, if it's not bad enough that they put together a how-to anal sex guide, or, yes, you put together a list, a back-to-school list, you don't need a dildo to go back to school. Who in the hell needs a dildo for school? No.
I don't want to know.
Nobody needs a dildo for school. I mean, unless you got that stuck-up old grandma teaching your class. No, nobody needs a dildo for school. Nobody needs vaginal wipes for school. It's not part of the need to buy list for PE class. They have showers. Okay? I don't think KY jelly is a requirement for math class. Vagisil is not on the list. It is not. Oh. Okay, let me finish my cookie. Oh, it's so amazing. Okay. So you're saying vaginal wipes should not be paid for with an EBT card? That is precisely what I'm saying, Refill. Vaginal wipes are not needed as much as milk or eggs or flour or sugar. Okay?
Somebody smells
I'm telling you, if the cat tries to jump up and take one of my snickerdoodles, we're going to be minus a cat. All of them. She's only got like 8 left. Oh, anyway. Okay, this is the last story because this is likely going to piss me off. And you as well. We've got 12 minutes to cover 10 things. And let me rephrase that. We have 12 minutes to cover 10 requests from a Black Lives Matter leader. Okay? I'm not going to name names because I don't want to give her any more attention than she's already getting. So, yes. White people, here are 10 requests from a Black Lives Matter leader. Number 1. White people, if you don't have any descendants, will your property to a black or brown family, preferably one that lives in generational poverty. Sorry, son, you're not getting anything. According to Black Lives Matter, we have to give everything to a black or brown family that has done nothing to get themselves out of poverty for the last 40, 50, 70 years. I'm all for helping people, but if you want to sit on your ass and not do anything to get out of where you're at and move up, you get nothing. Okay, number 2. White people, if you're inheriting property you intend to sell upon acceptance, give it to a black or brown family. You're bound to make that money in some other white privileged way. That's what it says. Look at number 2. That's right. Look. You believe it? Okay, let's move on to number 3. If you're a developer or realty owner of multifamily housing, build a sustainable complex in a black or brown blighted neighborhood and let black and brown people live in it for free. Because, you know, you don't want to work for anything. You know, if you ever go to the zoo and there's those signs on the fence that says, do not feed the bears because the bears will not be able to sustain life without human food now, or some bull crap like that. That's exactly what she wants us to do. Number 4. White people, if you can afford to downsize, give up the home you own to a black or brown family, preferably a family from generational poverty. Number 5. Look, we don't have a big home. We don't. It's perfect. It's perfect, but according to them, we need to go back to a trailer and give this house to a black or brown family. I mean, because we didn't work our ass off to get here. Whatever. Echoing. Number 5. Did we leave off with number 5? Yeah. White people, if any of the people you intend... I'm serious. Refill, this list is serious. He doesn't believe me. Where am I supposed to go? Let me see if I can find it as I'm... Okay. I will post the link here shortly. Okay, number 5. White people, if any of the people you intend to leave your property to are racist assholes, change the will and will your property to a black or brown family, preferably a family from generational poverty. Seriously, why is this person so stuck on generational poverty? Go out and get a damn job. Okay, here it is right here. I'm almost got it. If this window would slow down. Okay, number 6. White people, rebudget your monthly so you can donate to black funds for land purchasing? Yeah. You know what? Refill, come on. Cut out your Mountain Dew. All that money you would spend on 5 or 6 Mountain Dews throughout the week, you need to set that money aside and donate it so people can take it from you and buy their own land. They're not buying anything. Okay, there, my friends, is your link. So if you don't think I'm being serious, okay, number 7. White people, especially white women, because this is y'all specialty. Nosy Jenny and meddling Kathy. Get a racist fired. You know what the F they be saying. You are complicit when you ignore them. Get your boss fired, because they racist too. Number 8, backing up number 7, this should be easy, but all those sheetless Klan, Nazis, and other lil dick white men will all be returning to work. Get they ass fired. Call the police even. They look suspicious. Number 9, okay, backing up number 8, if any white person at your work, as you enter in spaces and you overhear a white person praising the actions from yesterday, referring to the stuff that happened in Charlottesville. First, get a pic. Get their name and more info. Hell, find out where they work. Get them fired. But certainly address them. And, if you need to, you got hands, use them. Are we advocating violence here? Yeah.
Should be upset.
Right. Yes, because they're just expressing themselves. It's like Antifa. Antifa wants to go out and bust windows. They're just expressing themselves. That's their calling card.
But nobody else.
You can't be violent towards them. It is. They're idiots. Okay, last but not least, number 10. Commit to 2 things. Fighting white supremacy where and how you can. This doesn't mean taking up knitting unless you're making scarves for black and brown kids in need, and funding black and brown people and their work.
That almost makes me sick.
It's stupid. This is what society is being led to. I'm serious.
I really want to talk to Martin Luther King.
He would not be okay with any of this. This is not what he fought for. This is not what he marched for, what he was an activist for.
And died for.
No, it's not. It's not anything that he wanted. He did, and all these people are doing is causing more division. How much more time do we got? Because this is ridiculous. 4 freaking minutes. This is stupid. You talk about doubling down on stupid. The stories that we've talked about tonight have proven that society is in moral decay. And Refill, you're 100% correct. He said, for those that are maybe listening or watching later, he says, here's the thing. Outside of social media and certain super leftist cities, Berkeley, San Francisco, just to name 2, most people don't think like this. No. They don't. And no, Twitter people are not what most people are. And Jessica says, I can't believe someone went public with that. She did. Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
I don't want to be.
That guy was a bad man, Refill. I told you, I'm not going to name that guy's name. He was a traitor. Bradley Manning type traitor. Anyway. God, Am I the bad guy for talking about stories like this and highlighting the things like that? Seriously, let me know. Am I the bad guy for continuing to perpetuate these stories and these narratives and to highlight them?
You're doing
Right. I feel like I'm doing a disservice by bringing stuff like this up. But I feel like it's necessary. I feel like it's necessary because, like the Teen Vogue stories that we've covered recently, anal sex, teaching 13 to 17-year-old young women how to have anal sex. Which vaginal wipes to use? She's 13. A 15-year-old girl does not need to know which silicone-based lubricant is best when using a dildo to shove up her twat.
Those were things.
No.
I'm sorry.
When I was 13, I wanted a new Hot Wheel so I could go dig a hole underneath a tree root and drive it underneath.
I think at 13.
Yes. We were playing in the street. I was trying to climb a tree. I can't climb trees.
You can't climb trees?
No, I can't climb a tree. I don't know why. I've never been able to climb a tree. It's just
when I was little, I don't know if I could now.
I'm sorry. But I'm really not. And Refill, that's true. Here's what Refill said. It's like a cancer fund that can't really find a cure because if they do, they're out of business. True. If guys like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson didn't go around continuing to talk about black this and black that and Black Lives Matter, all these Black Lives Matter activists, if they didn't go around talking all this crap, they wouldn't have anything to do. George Soros wouldn't have any place to dump his money. That's what they are. They're paid Soros actors. And if anything, they're a slave to the money because, well, George Soros is a white guy. Needless to say, he's, of anybody, he's the one closest to having Nazi ties. We gotta be out of time. Seriously, we're out of time. I can tell. We've covered enough stupid stuff. It's really dumb. I don't know. I have no idea what direction we're going to go next week, but I'm going to spend some time over the weekend up until next week thinking about the show and the direction and whether we should continue to cover stuff like this. I've got to decide whether we're doing a disservice or not. I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. Reach out to me on social media after the show and in the coming days. I want you guys to think about this as well. It's weighed on me for about 2 or 3 weeks now of whether we're doing the right thing and talking about the right things. Refill, there is not an after the show. I'm sorry. That is the downfall to doing the show on Wednesdays is trying to get other personal things done. I've got scripture study I've got to try and get done for the day. Yes, I want your ideas and questions about the abortion episode that we want to do. But, God, this is ridiculous. We really got to figure out what we want to do as a country and who we are. That ding that you heard earlier, that's all the time we have for this week, and God willing, the Stafford Voice will be back next week. Follow me on Twitter or Gab at Stafford Voice. Again, both on Twitter or Gab at Stafford Voice. You can look me up on Facebook. All you got to do is just search for the Stafford Voice. We're there all day long, every day. Email your questions, comments, or concerns to thestaffordvoice@gmail.com. Again, that's thestaffordvoice@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your time. I tell you guys this until I'm blue in the face. You guys are more than friends. You guys are family. I really do mean it. Until next week, thanks, and God bless.